Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Why do I always clap? It's like a hi, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Rebecca if you are in this. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Rebecca if you are new to my channel. And no. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are joining me for the first time, my name is Rebecca. Seriously, my name's Becca. I'm kind of new to the YouTube game, but I've got a few videos out if you want to check them out. Anyways, welcome to my channel. This video is going to be a little bit more of a serious, just chatty video. I'm gonna try not to make it excruciating and extremely long because that's how my videos typically turn out. But I really just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about my weight loss journey and kind of what it took me to get to this point that I'm at right now, which I reached my goal weight. Woo, actually, I'm under my goal weight by a few pounds. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about what I did, what worked for me, and maybe it will work for you. Maybe you will benefit. I got a mess over here. Anyways, maybe it will work for you guys. I get a lot of questions from a lot of people that want to know what I did, what made me lose the weight. And to be completely honest, just recently, I'd say like in the last 6 months, I wouldn't call it hate, but I get a lot of almost like negative comments that are a little annoying, to say the least. I get people that are like, what's wrong with you? Are you sick? Why are you so skinny? Stop losing weight. You're losing too much weight, Becca. And things like that, which is a little, it's a little depressing, really, if you think about it, because these are people that are close to me. And I mean, yeah, it is kind of crazy to see somebody. It's not like I was like an obese person or extremely overweight. My weight has fluctuated over the past few years for many reasons, which I will get into. But back to that topic where people are kind of like judgy and wondering if you're like okay or if you're like eating and things like that. In my opinion, I am not like this big around, even where I'm at right now, which my weight is about, I'm at like I fluctuate between like 126 and 130. I usually stick right around the 130 mark. It just depends on when I step on the scale. Usually I go to the doctors like every couple of months, like sometimes once a month, sometimes every 2 months, and they weigh me every time, and I've been right around that 130 mark, which my goal at the time when I decided this is it, I want to lose weight, was I wanted to be about 140. I really wanted to get to like 135, but at that time I was just setting a goal, and that was my goal. I didn't want to reach too high at the time when I've had babies, so my heaviest ever in life was about 180, and that was when I was pregnant with Taylor, my first daughter. I have three daughters. Excuse me, I can't talk. I have 3 daughters. Beautiful, amazing, smart, perfect children that could do no wrong. No, seriously, they are amazing, amazing kids, and they are like my inspiration every single day. They loved me through everything. It didn't matter if I was a little chubby or chunky, or if I was, if I'm teeny tiny. They love me for who I am. So they always make me feel really, really good about myself. And yeah, I just wanted to say that. I don't really know what point I was trying to get at, but I was at my heaviest when I had Taylor, and I was about 180, and I had my daughters very close together, so my weight was all over the place. And at that time, during pregnancy and after pregnancy, obviously I wanted to lose the weight, but it kind of happened gradually, and I still stayed, I stayed thick, you know. I didn't, although thick, I was still, you know, I wasn't toned in any way. I, you know, had loose skin, and I was kind of chunky and whatnot. And then I'd say I stayed that way for quite a few years, and my weight has always fluctuated, you know, through a few pounds, but I never really drastically lost weight until about, I'd say, 5 years ago or so. And a lot of it at that time, I believe, was stress related. I think that I had lost weight very, very rapidly and very, very quickly, which is unhealthy, but I wasn't trying to lose weight at that time. It just, I'm sorry. It just happened. I just dropped the weight, and, I mean, I enjoyed it. I was happy. I was about the size that I am right now at that time, 5 years ago. But it wasn't a healthy weight loss. It was just due to stress and, you know, working all the time and being just a busy mom. And I was going through a lot of stressful things in my life at that time. It was one of the most stressful times in my life. I don't really need to get into why. It was very stressful. So I lost all that weight, and I kept the weight off for, I'd say, a little over 2 years, probably going on 3 years ish. And I moved, and a lot of things had changed in my life, and I don't really know what caused it. Actually, I do know what caused it. I'll tell you what caused it. So I was going through more stress in my life, and I had moved, and I was having some issues in my relationship at that time, and which things are great now, so that is, you know, in the past. But I was going through some issues in my life, in my relationship, and I started drinking alcohol. And not just like alcohol on the weekend or here and there. I was drinking beer, and lots and lots and lots of beer. And then I started, because of my heavy drinking at that time, I was eating like crap. Sorry, I need to take a drink. This is my protein shake, by the way. So anyways, I was eating like crap. I was eating fast food literally at least once a day. Like, my body went from, you know, me cooking meals every single night to having just like clean, regular meals at home, to me like barely cooking, and we were eating out all the time. We were eating out all the time, and I mean, I gained weight like that. It literally felt like overnight I woke up almost 40 pounds heavier out of nowhere. Like, I kind of noticed it in the beginning, but then it like almost spiraled out of control. And I don't know if you guys know, but like beer is full of calories, and all these things are just horrible for your body. I'm not against like having a drink or two here and there, but I'm talking like I was drinking like 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 beers a night. Not every night, but a couple times a week. And during that time when I was drinking, you know, obviously I'm not thinking properly, so I'm eating just cookies and cakes and cheeseburgers and deep fried everything that I could possibly eat that was deep fried, and it really took a toll on my body. It did. It was awful, you guys, and I kind of didn't notice it until it was too late. Like, it was just too late. I mean, I'm gonna insert pictures throughout this video, so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. It was a terrible time for me. I've never been a depressed person like in my life, but I just remember like putting on all the clothes that I had bought when I lost all that weight, you know, a year or two, or a couple years prior to all the weight gain. And I was so, I mean, my arms like were just, I looked like, to me, I looked like a freaking quarterback for like the Detroit Lions or something. Like, I was just huge. I was big. I had like just, I carry my weight, you know, mainly through my midsection. And, you know, I had a lot of it in my butt, which I didn't mind, you know, my butt being big, but it was just awful. Like, I just looked awful. I felt gross. I felt not myself. And it was a really depressing time for me. So I finally said, this is it. I'm freaking done. I gotta change something, and I have to change something like right away. So, number one, I quit drinking beer. I quit drinking altogether. I maybe have had two times, there was two opportunities. One was like a wedding, and then I don't know what the other time was. Maybe we had some people over or something. But I cut out the beer completely. I was like, this is it. I'm not going to drink anymore. This is contributing to this problem, and it needs to go. And plus, it's horrible for my body, and I didn't want to be an alcoholic, so I let that go. Which, when I let that go, a lot of my anxiety and stress and lots of things left with it. So I really noticed it as a contributing factor to my, my issues was the fact that I was drinking all the time. The next thing that I did a lot of research, and, I did my research, and I, tried to figure out what are the best things to cut out of my diet and things that I can do that will help me lose some weight. So, I'm a big time, at the time, I was a giant Mountain Dew drinker. I literally would drink half of a 2 liter to a 2 liter Mountain Dew a day. Like, I loved Mountain Dew. So I told myself, no more pop. So I cut out beer, and I cut out Mountain Dew, and the next thing was like sugars altogether. I was like, you know what? I'm going to cut my sugars in half. Now, when I did this, to be completely honest, I did it too quickly. I literally cut all these things out and was like, I'm done. Cold turkey, done. No more beer, no more Mountain Dew, no more sugar. I cut it out. To say the least, my head was kind of screwed up for like the first 2 weeks. I had quite a few dizzy spells and just kind of felt like really weird. So if you're planning on doing this, do it gradually. Do not do what I did. And like, I learned from my mistake. So when you're cutting things out of your diet that you're used to having all the time, it's just like being on a certain medication your whole life or something like to that effect, and you just stop taking it. Your body is gonna like spaz the out. So do it gradually, because I didn't, and the effects were pretty awful. They were bad. So I kind of, I realized what was happening. So, I took a little bit of sugar and things like that. I'd take a sip of soda instead of, totally not doing it. And then eventually I stopped. I was like, okay, now I feel like I can stop. I've cut it back to the point where, it's time. I can quit drinking pop. I have not drank a pop, like a pop, a soda, a glass of pop in almost a year and a half. And I will tell you that cutting out the sugar was the thing for me. That is the thing that sped up my weight loss process, and I fully believe contributed to my weight loss was the fact that I cut out sugar. I am a very big coffee drinker. I literally drink coffee, which is bad, but I enjoy my coffee. Literally, my 2 drinks that I drink are coffee and water. So I substituted my Mountain Dew and all of these things that I was drinking, sugary drinks, with water. Water is your best friend. You need to hydrate. It's not only good, for your digestive system, and it's good for your skin, it's good for your hair, it's good for your nails. It's gonna contribute to weight loss. Get rid of the sugary drinks, guys. It's like number one thing. I mean, you research it and it's there. Okay, so I started feeling good. And I was, dropping some weight, and noticing a little bit of weight loss. And then I was thinking, all right, what else can I do to, speed up this process, make me lose some more weight? I cut out fast food. I literally, if my kids say, hey mom, can we get some chicken nuggets from McDonald's? Sure. Not all the time, but if they deserve it, I'll take them. I don't get anything from McDonald's. I get a coffee, maybe a parfait if I'm feeling like, I need something to put, I need to eat. I don't eat big cheeseburgers. I don't eat, I'll sneak a fry or two, guys. I'm not saying that I do not indulge in foods that I enjoy, but I cut these processed things out of my diet for a reason. And it's, once you change these things, it's a lifestyle change. It's not something that, I'm going to quit eating processed foods for 3 months and then lose 10 pounds and you start eating processed foods again. You're going to gain that 10 pounds back. It's a lifestyle change. So if you are really wanting to lose weight, you have to change your lifestyle. There's something going on in your life that is contributing to your not being able to lose weight or not being able to, look your best or feel your best. I'm telling you, once the weight came off, I felt a million times better. Like I had more energy. I was sleeping better. There was all kinds of things that happen when you change and become healthier. I'm not one of those people that went vegan or, keto, or there wasn't any special thing, like one spectacular thing that I followed. I went with what worked for me, what I felt like was standard things, that I could do to help me lose weight. I also I joined a gym. I started working out. I like to lift weights, which I in the beginning I was doing tons of cardio, and that gets really boring. Make sure that you don't just do cardio, get some weightlifting in there going, and change up your routine every week or every couple of weeks so you don't get bored. That happens a lot. So that's pretty much the gist of what I did. I still work. If I don't have time to go to the gym, guys, I'm a very busy mom and I work a full-time job. I work out at home. I bought maybe I'll insert a clip. I bought a resistance training. It's from Powerhouse Gym and it hangs on my door and it has 2 different sets of resistance bands. Actually, I have something I can show you real quick. I'm sorry, it wasn't Powerhouse Gym, it's Gold's Gym. So I bought this from Walmart. And this is the home gym exercise chart. And I don't know if you can see very well, but it has all these different exercises that I can do with this one machine. And it helps build muscle and tone muscle. I have it right here in my house. I have a amount of dumbbells and kettlebells and what is that? The other one, I don't know. I have a bunch of different weights that I use. I get on YouTube because I love YouTube. I look up workouts. You can do body weight exercises 3 days a week. I'm doing a workout. I don't kill myself. I don't work out every single day. I still enjoy life and I now enjoy fitness and seeing results and seeing the amount of weight I lost. And I kind of skipped over this earlier. I forgot to tell you, I'm kind of all over the place, guys. I'm sorry for that. But this excites me because I love to share my story with people that are struggling just like I did. And if I can do it, you can do it. But what I was going to say is that my weight went from 130 when I had lost weight a few years ago when I was saying it was kind of an unhealthy weight loss. My weight went from 130 to 169, 170 pounds. I went to a doctor's appointment with Larry one day and they had the scale there and I'm like, I'm going to weigh myself because I hadn't weighed myself. I didn't own a scale. I stepped off of it and stepped back on it and I about shit myself. I could not believe that scale said 169. I almost fainted. And that is not that is not an extreme weight. It's just for myself, for my life, and how my weight that I've been throughout my life. That was a lot to me. It was a big number to me. And you might look at me and say, you know, I weigh more than that, or I weigh less than that, or I weigh 2 times that. Everybody's different, and everybody has their own struggle, and that was a struggle for me, and it really, really hurt. I was like disappointed in myself that I let myself get that out of control with the bad eating and the drinking of the beer and all of these things. You know, I was just like, wow, I cannot believe how these things have affected me. And it literally was it only took about, I thought about it because I know I said it was literally overnight, but it felt like overnight that I gained that weight. And it literally was only about 3 months. I literally gained over 30 pounds in 3 months' time, because that's how much I went from more of a, you know, being more picky about what I eat to going through a lot of stress and drinking and eating awful. And that's what resulted from it, was this massive amount of weight gain. So, sorry, I don't know what's going on with me today. All of this talk is just, you know, it touches you. It you know, makes you think about other people that are going through similar things. So, I hope that this video helped someone out there. I am going to be inserting pictures and clips throughout this entire video of, you know, when I was at my heaviest and heavier state. Some pictures are going to be older. Some pictures are going to be from 5-6 years ago that I have, when I was kind of in between that heavier stage and that I was, and my, you know, smaller stage, my, you know, where I'm at now. Right now, like I said, I'm at about 130 pounds. I'm very, very happy with myself. I'm very happy with how hard I've worked to get to this point. And, you know, guys, anybody can do this. I know there's people out there with health problems and things that make it to where it's harder for them to lose weight, but do your research. See what works best for you. Do not expect overnight results. It doesn't happen overnight. One thing I can suggest, don't buy a scale, okay? I don't care who you are out there when you're trying to lose weight. You're going to step on that scale every dang day. And if you don't notice a difference, you're going to be like, this isn't working. I can tell you for a long time, the number on my scale was not dropping, but my clothes were fitting me very differently. And I was like noticing, like, wow, this shirt looks a little bit looser today. My pants are fitting better today. You know, those little things you will start to notice if you make changes in your life. So just, I hope you got something out of this video, and if not, hopefully you got some enjoyment out of some of my old ridiculous selfies that I have. There's one picture, and I was looking for this picture because I remember my mom took this picture when I first moved into the house that I'm in now, and she shared it on my Facebook, and I literally untagged myself because it was so bad. I was like, holy crap. What is that? That is like, when I saw that picture was the moment I realized I need to make some changes. And I did. So give this video a big thumbs up if you're trying to lose weight and you are on this roller coaster ride with me, because it has definitely been a roller coaster, plenty of ups and downs and twists and turns. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's going to have different results, and everybody is going to have things that work differently for them. There was one thing that I wanted to show you guys. I was drinking my protein shake. I do eat regular food. I do drink one of these protein shakes. I try to at least once a day, usually in the morning. Mine is Amazing Grass. This is a protein superfood. It says it's got your daily nutrition, complete plant-based protein with greens, fruits, and veggies. This is a plant-based protein. I like this over any protein shake that I've ever tried. This one is a little more pricey. I got this at Meijer's. It was like $49. Yes, you can get protein for a lot cheaper, but I like to eat as clean as possible, as much as possible, and this is 100% protein with 100% vegetables and fruit. So try a protein shake, guys. It can curb your appetite. It can, you know, help with keeping you full. You know, there's things out there like intuitive eating. That's pretty much what I follow. You know, you eat until you're full. You don't overeat. Things like that. There is no strict diet that I have ever followed. I just eat lots of fruits and vegetables. In the beginning, I'm sorry, I missed a lot of things that I wanted to say. In the beginning, I did have that MyFitnessPal on my phone. Counting macros and counting calories is not for me. I obsessed over it, just like the scale. If you do that, be prepared to obsess over the numbers that you're putting in. Mine were never accurate. Literally, I never could get enough of this or the right amount of that or whatever. So, in my opinion, eat till you're full. Try to eat as clean as you can. And trust me, things will happen if you make lifestyle changes, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to end the video there. I love you. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up. I love you so much. And I'll see you in the next one. All right, guys. Bye.